Okay, so this is not the start to the trip that I wanted. Today I am going on an early season overnight solo backpacking trip. It is spring, which is one of the most challenging times to be a backpacker in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, I think I just felt some rain. Down in the valleys and at lower elevation, it is warm and sunny, wildflowers are blooming, but just a few thousand feet up in our mountains, there is still snow up to your waist. So finding a good backpacking trail can be really, really hard. So the temperature's dropped like 10 degrees. That being said, I woke up this morning with an absolute urge to go backpacking. I hit the road and arrived here at my trail. It is not ideal backpacking weather at all. This is my show, gosh darn. So I am currently sitting in the car at the trailhead for my hike today. And as you can probably hear on the roof of my car, it is dumping rain. I'm gonna try and wait it out a little bit, just like sit in the car and see if it passes over. I stupidly didn't even look at the weather report before I left this afternoon. I was just so desperate to get out and go backpacking. Now, that being said, it seems like the rain just stopped. So I guess let's get moving while we can. All right, here we go. Boom. And start moving. It is just now 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So the trail that I'm on today is the Barclay Lake Trail. This is actually a really popular beginner backpacking trip in Washington because it's short, but it's apparently beautiful. Let's enjoy this gorgeous hike. Dude, the moss and fungus right now, it's amazing. Also, just listen to this sound, if you can hear it. How like hollow sound. I love it. It's like fungus ASMR. Beautiful. Better. I have such a love-hate relationship with spring in Washington because on one hand, our weather is so unpredictable. So many of our trails are still snow-covered and will stay snow-covered until early summer. But on the other hand, this damp spring weather brings out these verdant, lush green forests, and it creates that classic overcast, moody vibe that is so quintessentially Pacific Northwest. About 1 mile down now. One more to go. Wow! Look at this rock. Goes like right over the trail. I love it. Wow, this hike is amazing. It's a good thing it's so short because I am taking my sweet, sweet time. I can't believe it. We have blue sky. I don't know if that'll last, but it's really nice right now. What a great day. Bridge! Whoa! Look at this perfect bridge. Wow! What a beauty! Bridge, 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 bridge. Oh, scary bridge. Oh, rotten bridge. Oh, bridge. As if I could love this trail anymore. Look at these fresh cut logs. Thank you, trail crews. Smells good. Okay, all right. I've just been hiking along, enjoying the beautiful trail. I didn't think I was that close to the lake where I'm camping tonight, but I looked up and through the trees, it kind of looks like we're here. Let's get down there and find a spot to camp. That snuck up on me so fast. Welcome to camp. If it wasn't overcast, you would see mountains and stuff over there. So picture mountains. Oh man, I think this is where I'm gonna camp. Check that out. That's a perfect spot. Welcome to camp. I can be as loud as I want out here. There's nobody around. There's a couple of really cool things about this campsite that I want to show you, but I also desperately have to pee. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my pack off and I'm going to give you a quick little tour of this spot where I'm camping. Pee break. Pee break done. I got an extra layer on because it's starting to get kind of cold now that I've stopped moving. I said there were a couple cool things about this campsite. Let me show you what they are. First up, we have a natural bench. Cozy little spot to rest your tush. Beautiful view of the water. And then the really cool thing that I wanted to show you are all of these cut down branches. Over there, over there, over there. If you look up, there are no what we call widowmakers, which are dead branches that hang over a campsite and can potentially fall and crush you and your tent. This trail was probably pretty wrecked by storms during the winter. And since it is such a popular hike, which you can't tell right now because there's nobody else here, but it is a really popular hike and a really popular backpacking spot. So because of that, I'm guessing that the Forest Service really prioritized getting this trail cleaned up, and they've done such a beautiful job. So massive thank you to them. With that, I think I'm gonna pop this camera on the tripod, start setting up my tent and stuff. It just got really, really dark and it looks like we have storm clouds overhead. Oh, I think I just felt some rain. Okay, I'm gonna try and get my tent set up pretty quickly. Sorry for the butt shot. Okay, so for my sleeping pad, I actually brought the Nemo Tensor Extreme. It's definitely not going to be cold enough for that to be necessary, but it's just so comfortable and I do like to have a little bit of extra insulation. For my sleeping bag, I brought my, oops, these are my booties, my quilt. So I chose to pack my Enlightened Equipment quilt this time rather than bringing my sleeping bag that I've been using because the temperature is supposed to be in the low 30s. This is a 20-degree quilt. And this paired with the Nemo Tensor is really cozy. I also have my Magnet Designs Alpha liner. We should be able to stay decently warm. I'm going to get my sleeping pad blown up. To inflate this pad, I brought my Pad Pal. Woo! Okay, I keep thinking that I hear voices. I think because I just expected there'd be more people here. That might also be a little bit of anxiety on my part. Like I kind of want there to be other people here. I think I just love seeing people out backpacking. I just kind of want to share the love. Boom, quilt is attached. Sweet, my tent is all set up. It's 5 o'clock now and it's definitely starting to get dark, even though the sun doesn't technically set for another 2 hours. So the temperature's dropped like 10 degrees all of a sudden. Right after that temperature drop, this fog rolled in on the water. You can't see anything now. It's like this all along the lake. This is exactly what I mean about this unpredictable spring weather. It was dumping rain, then it got sunny. Now it's really cold and foggy. I mean, I went from wearing just my sun hoodie to wearing my insulated jacket and my fleece and my gloves and considering putting on my base layers in a matter of like an hour and a half. This, I think, has given me a bit of a push to finish getting camp set up. There is one more thing that I want to do, and that is hang up some string lights. So I was at the REI store in Seattle a while back, and I was talking to this woman about solo backpacking, and she and I were kind of like lamenting the fact that it sort of always feels scary, especially your first solo trip of the season. And she told me that she always brings string lights. On one hand, she does it because it just makes camp cozier, but she said the other reason is that it makes her camp look bigger. That way, if I'm camping solo and someone else rolls up on me, it looks like there's more people camping than just me. So I opted to bring my Lemonade string lights with me. Let's go ahead and string them up. Wow, these are so long. This is a lot more string lights than I realized. We might need to rethink this. We'll go way over here. We wound up going from my tent, right there, all the way over to where my water is hanging, and then all the way over to where my other stuff is. I feel like maybe this isn't the best place for them. We reassessed the lighting situation. I realized it didn't make a ton of sense the way I had it set up. So instead what I've done is I've put the lights in my tent, like the control, ran them through my tent, out the bottom of my tent, around this post, and then over here where my water's hanging up. Okay, I do believe it is time for me to sort through my food and snacks and stuff, hang out for a little bit by this beautiful lake. I think I need some LMNT because I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I did not really drink very much water on the way in. So I just realized something extremely sad. I was going through my pack and my bear canister and pulling all of the things with scent out of my pack to put in here after I make dinner, which is something that I always do when I get to camp. And as I was doing that, I was looking for packets of LMNT electrolytes and realized I forgot to pack them. LMNT is actually sponsoring this video, so it feels kind of silly that I forgot it. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know how much I love LMNT. So you know how forgetting it is kind of a big deal for me. LMNT is fantastic for any symptoms of dehydration. For me, it's particularly helpful for things like migraines, but it also helps with muscle cramping and fatigue due to dehydration. If you haven't yet tried LMNT, if you've heard me talk about it and you've held off on trying it, you should definitely give it a try. You can go to the link below, which is drinklmnt.com/Miranda Goes Outside. Place an order there, you'll get a free sample pack of 8 of LMNT's most popular flavors. And then if you could just mail one of those to me at this campsite right now, that would be great. Dang, I can't believe I forgot it. It's kind of funny, that little act of forgetting this thing that is fairly important to me. I had a moment where I was like, oh, maybe I should just turn around and pack up my stuff and go home. Sometimes when I'm out backpacking solo, I get a little anxious, and so any little thing that goes wrong, I'm so quick to be like, oh, well, that's it. That's the sign. Time to turn around. I kind of laugh about it because I love solo backpacking. For me, it's a really good opportunity to just kind of slow down my brain a little bit and get some solitude and some quiet. But nonetheless, the anxiety still sometimes creeps in. Anyway, let me show you what I got for dinner. I am having Yum Beanies, Cowboy Barbecue, quick pinto beans and rice, with some Idahoan loaded baked mashed potatoes, and if I need it, some extra bacon bits, an avocado, and some Fritos. So it's actually kind of a big dinner, and it's a very inexpensive dinner. One of the reasons that I chose to bring a meal that involves a little bit more cooking, less just boil in the bag, is that I tend to like having stuff to do at camp when I am solo backpacking, especially when it's a short hike, because having things to do gives me something else to think about so that I don't think about being lonely or being potentially nervous. So I find it to be especially nice to have stuff to do at camp, not only so that I can take my mind off potentially being scared, but also so that I don't get bored. Oh wow, that smells so good. Spices, tomato powder, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, dried apples. Shut the front door. As soon as this boils, I'm gonna be removing it from the heat, adding my potatoes, stirring it, and then letting it sit for 3 minutes. Any minute now. And we're boiling. Woo! Okay, now we add our potatoes. Wow, this is chaos, Miranda. Oh my God, it's so full. Okay, we're gonna stir it. There it is. I'll let that sit for a little bit. Got a couple minutes to rehydrate, and then we'll eat dinner. believe my dinner is ready. Actually looks delicious. Rice and some pinto beans and loaded baked potatoes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that is so hearty and so perfect. I love it. What is so cool about this meal is that Yum Beanie makes these backpacking rice and beans that are really inexpensive. They're like $5. They cook so fast. I mean, literally just, all you have to do is boil water and then just leave them in the pot for 3 minutes and you're good to go. But then adding in these cheap backpacking staple Idahoan mashed potatoes is so good. I've had a lot of people ask me how to clean a pot after you cook in it, and I'm going to show you something called leftover stew. In the bottom of this pot I have maybe like a cup or 3/4 of a cup of water. I boiled this on my stove, and as it was boiling I kind of used my spoon to start scraping down the sides. And all I'm going to do is just keep using that hot water to scrape down the sides of my pot. Now you might be wondering, why is this called leftover soup, Miranda? After we finish scraping down the sides of the pot, we're gonna drink the water. That's the part that loses most people, but you just gotta trust it. So I've mostly got it. I'm gonna get this a little bit wet and then wipe out the top edges, like right here. And then we'll drink the soupy stuff in the bottom. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually kind of fun. Just taking the cloth, wiping down the rim. Bottoms up. It's basically like drinking tea. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if you can see behind me, but let's see if I can show you. There's so much fog now on the water that you can't even see the trees on the other side of the lake. This weather right now is such quintessential early season spring Pacific Northwest backpacking weather. You know, when I first started backpacking out here, fog like this made me kind of nervous. And like, listen, I know you might be thinking, gosh, Miranda, does everything make you nervous? And kind of. But I think that this type of weather especially kind of gave me the spooks a little bit, like kind of spooked me. But now I find it to be almost comforting, like a big hug. Cozy. This trip started out a little rough with the pouring rain in the car, but it's actually turned out to be really lovely. Let's go put away my beer canister somewhere away from camp. Okay, here's something absolutely insane. Look at that. This is the lake. Just a few hours ago, I was pointing out the trees, the fog above the trees. Now, you can't see anything, but I can see little droplets of water hitting the surface of the lake. So, definitely means that it's raining, but I do believe it's time to get in the tent. Oh, a drop of water just hit me right on the head. Oh, wow, the rain is really starting. Might be time to turn on our lights. What do you think? Well, that's cozy. Let's look over there. Oh, look over there. So nice. Just look at these lights. It's 8:40, which is 40 minutes past hiker midnight. I think we can finally turn in. Okay, welcome to my home. Bedtime. Night night. I love you. Is that a weird thing to say? Probably. All right, good night. Good morning.
It is about 5:45 in the morning right now. I woke up to the sound of the birds singing. They're so loud. It's so beautiful. Oh man, I slept really well last night. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. I slept really well last night. I was a little cold at first. I was going to sleep, but after, gosh, couldn't have been that long, maybe max an hour, my body heat warmed up my quilt and everything. And then it was really cozy for the rest of the night. Let's get up. Let's get some coffee. Let's get this day started. Wow, solid green. I feel like the green giant. Shall we see if the fog has lifted from the water? It has. Oh my gosh. You can kind of see the mountain. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was really hoping that the fog and mist would clear a little bit and we'd get to see that mountain up there. But it hasn't yet. It's still really beautiful. Hi, my friend. Coffee time. Oh gosh. Alrighty. We're gonna get some water boiling for coffee this morning. For my breakfast, I actually brought biscuits and gravy, but I am still really full from my dinner last night, so I might just eat like a bar or something instead, like this cookie, protein cookie, some baby food. These things are so good. For coffee, I have Death Wish Coffee Co. I ran out of my new favorite coffee, which is black coffee roasters. And then I also found this Kuju Cloud Creamer, coconut creamer, in the bottom of my food storage bin at home. I don't think it's expired. Oh, July 2024. Probably still good, right? I can already hear Abby and Rainer watching this back and being like, Miranda, whatever, it's fine. Oop. Couple little pieces of dirt in there. That's all right, we're drinking expired coconut creamer. What's a little dirt? It seems fine. What even expires in here? It's coconut. Oh, okay, all right. Check that out. I think what I'm gonna do is drink my coffee and then kind of start thinking about breaking down camp. This coffee's delicious. I don't care if that coconut creamer says it's expired. It tastes perfect. Expiration dates are really just expiration suggestions anyway, right? Don't answer that. I'm gonna drink my coffee, get my stuff together. We'll start moseying on out of here. Let's do this. Look at their glove. Michael Jackson. I got hot and had to take off a couple of layers, but now we're better. All dressed, so let the packing recommence. Bag is packed. Got my sleeping bag in the bottom there and my extra layers, and then bear canister, lantern over there, jacket stuffed in here for some padding, stove, poop kit. All this stuff is the stuff that goes on the outside of my pack, except for this, which has a special purpose. I went exploring this morning and over by the sign for the toilet, unfortunately, there are a couple of dog poop bags. So we're gonna go pick them up. Oh, gross. Come on, y'all. Pick up your dog poop. It doesn't smell or anything, it just grosses me out. Now we're ready to finish packing up my bag and go home.
right, quick fit check for anyone who's curious. Headband is Skeeta. Fleece is Sam Bob. Sun hoodie under here is Outdoor Vitals. Sports bra is actually a crop top from Ewer, and it's the only thing that I'll hike in bra-wise. Pants, these are the REI pants. I think they're the Trailmades. And my shoes, boop, are Topos. I don't actually remember what type of Topos they are, but I love them. And obviously, pack REI Flash 55, the new version. Hat on the back there, also Skeeta. Woo! Let's roll. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I double checked my campsite, haven't forgotten anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and start hiking out of here and heading back to my car. This was such a perfect early season backpacking trip. And for being such a last minute trip, it went really well. I have a bunch more backpacking trips that are coming up soon, and I will obviously be sharing a ton of backpacking videos with all of you as the season really kicks into gear. Some of those trips might be solo, but a lot of them will be with my crew and my friends, because that's personally my favorite way to backpack. So if you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you outside. Bye camp, goodbye lake, goodbye patch of snow that should hopefully melt soon. Bye. There's this really cool duck swimming on the water. Let me see if I can show it to you. Can you see it way out there? Oh my gosh. I was so zoomed in on my duck. Oh, how do we zoom out? There we go. Okay, I'm new.